Hello, everybody. Yeah, with a croaky voice here, and welcome along to the channel here. And of course, before I start here, thought I'd give you an update of what's going on in the community news episode number 25. Yes, of course, we've got five more before we actually change our show slightly to a different direction. And yeah, I'll tell you about that after I've drunk my coffee here. It's actually got touring with us on it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera there. It's actually quite reversed in that sort of form. But of course, yeah, I can actually see. Excuse me, my voice is a little bit croaky. I do apologise about that. So, of course, yeah, I'll try and weather that sort of voice and not speak too much today if I can possibly do that. But yeah, about my show, which of course is going to be at least more episodes of course, the um, schedule before we change it to another level here. New leaks, is that the right choice of word? And of course, I'll be coughing myself up. So yeah, it's one of those kind of things that's been going around. Whatever it is, and that's what, of course, one doctor, actor doctor, uh, described that in as time goes by. He just went to say Lionel, if you remember Lionel Hardcastle, he actually said these words here. He said, yeah, he wanted to diagnose what he had wrong with him on one of the episodes, and of course, yeah, do take these kind of things, in a jar, those things that you swallow, and of course, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I can't remember which he said on that one, but of course, he also said what the description was, and how can you write a description if you don't know what the cause is of his illness? You're probably wondering what I'm on about, but of course, the actual doctor who was playing the part of a crooked doctor who actually said on Time Goes By, the BBC sitcom back in the day, he actually said that whatever it is, it's just going around. So that is why I actually, you know, wanted to stress about that. Anyway, let's move on about something completely different here. I should see the comments come up on the screen here. Should there be any comments at all whatsoever? I don't know even how many people are watching. It doesn't really say. But yeah, it's a new software that I'm using. It's a basic version here, and it probably tells you up on the screen here what kind of version it is. And I can schedule it whenever I want to as well, which is also great. But the only down point is that I've got to pay to upgrade it and to be able to add videos to it rather than the other streaming software, which is what I'm about to use for the show. I can actually try the videos out because I don't know what the videos will look like until I try it. Try before you buy. But that is the only disappointment about this studio software that I've got right in this minute here. But the main thing is I'm able to go live, through, of course, a scheduled YouTube broadcast. So yeah, that's quite a good thing, really. And of course, yeah, whoever watches this now will be treated tonight with some fabulous stuff. So join me on the StreamYard tonight on the YouTube channel. Yes, keep it right here on the one. And I just want to say a huge thanks to, of course, the Dan Witten Outspoken team and Darren Donaldson, I believe, from X, which is one of the moderators for Dan Wharton Outspoken Group. And I've spoken occasionally to the other mods as well. We do a fantastic job in keeping his um, Dan Wharton Outspoken club going pretty well, making sure there's no spamming going on and all that kind of thing, which is a fantastic way. I could rather do with that kind of moderation for my channel as well. But if they are interested and they've got the time, then they'll come and do that. And of course, yeah, um, I don't know whether they're volunteering their time to do that, but it is just a great community to do that. We are a community-based channel, and we're going to be talking about community stuff as well. I'm going to bring to you, of course, the beauty sound, which I'm going to talk more about in the show. The show normally lasts about an hour, just in case you're wondering what it's all about. And it's actually on in about 8 minutes' time. So I've got to be very quick here because um, a second show is actually, I would say, scheduled in about 8 minutes' time. So I've got to be very quick. So, yeah, great interview with Mike Graham earlier on. I'm not going to actually show you that today. I'm going to actually show you one with Lucy Connolly tonight. So yeah, I'm going to speak about that. How, of course, tweets are really, really bad as a community. It's not that we like to go mainstream. Well, we're talking about mainstream politics here. It's not something that is on my forte, but of course, there's more local politics that is kind of like ruled by the mainstream, if you know what I'm kind of trying to say there. So it all comes from the mainstream politicians that, of course, cause the community effects, which basically, of course, destroy it for others as well. So a huge thank you to, of course, the Downward and Outspoken team for allowing me to put any of the content I believe, of course, yeah. Um, I presume that, of course, all content is allowed. Of course, according to Darren Donaldson, absolutely independent media, sharing other independent media is always a good thing. Dan often shares clips from Majaya Tuji and if that's pronounced right, and Paul Thorpe and Tommy Robinson and Lauren Farrow, etc. So yeah, something that we also do in the show, just want to quickly mention as well, is the word for today, which is this little booklet here. Now, if you've never seen one of these, grab yourself a copy or try and order one for absolute free. And basically, I'm not trying to do this as an advertising spree. I'm volunteering to advertise this. So, of course, the people in Stoke-on-Trent running this station as a Christian broadcaster, I don't know if anyone has heard of them, but of course I've heard some of their content. It's UCB, which is United Christian Broadcasters, word for today. And each and every, pretty much my show, including the Beauty Sound, which I'll talk about in the show tonight, I will actually say that I do mention something from this booklet, which is a magazine, which is one of the magazines that I'll be reading out from hopefully without a cough, in the show. And of course, there's another magazine that I also like. It's actually a chain run by a Brexiteer. And of course, I'll be talking about that a little bit later on. Should I mention the name or should I keep you in suspense? I'll keep you in suspense for now. All right, okay, I'm going to end the live stream for now, and I'm so grateful that this software allows me to even go live and do a scheduled broadcast, which is so much easier than using it through, of course, the OBS studio, which actually doesn't really schedule anything. But of course, maybe I can change pictures or something like that. Maybe if I was to add a camera, I don't know how I'd do that actually. But yeah, I am pretty much new to this one. It probably tells you at the top of the screen what company it is here. Has anyone actually heard of this one here? I'm pointing to it now. Anyway, of course, I'll leave that racing for your mind. I'm now going to cross over to StreamYard now, which I can actually mention because actually I'm currently on that one. And I've actually seen someone watching right now. So, yeah, massive hello to you. And of course, if you are wanting to leave us a comment whilst we're live or on the replay, which you can do as well, then I appreciate that as well, as you well know. So let's give it a go for the next show.